Hi, I'm going to do a video review of sleep aids that I've gone through in the last year and a half, 2 years. So let's start off with the first med that I was prescribed by my first doctor, who thought I was psychotic. In other words, psychosis. I guess he misunderstood my story or what have you, and he made him to believe that I had some kind of form of psychosis. So he prescribed me Symbyax. I guess that's how you say it, Symbyax, which is pretty much Prozac and Cyproxia put together. Didn't do nothing at all. The first night might have worked somewhat well. After that, it didn't work. I had to combine it with two Unisums to even barely keep me asleep for 6 hours. One thing it did from it was made me too happy to the point where I didn't care what I was doing. Shopping, buying, spending, saying, etc. It was awful. Um, Gave up on the doctor. That medicine was hideously expensive. I'm private pay now, so I won't be later or soon, not until April when my benefits kick in, when my job lets me. My second doctor, who I still now have for a year, uh, pretty much understood me as having insomnia, having problems sleeping. So he, for some reason, decided to keep me away from Ambien and started me on Ambien CR 6.25 milligrams. It worked the first night, second night, nothing, third night, nothing. Ended up having to take two. He ended up giving me the maximum dose of 12.5 milligrams of Ambien CR. That worked okay. After 6 to 8 or 9 days or so, I would wake up in the middle of the night after it wore off for 3 hours. Oh, yes, I know it's an extended release form. Bullshit. No, it's not. To me, it wasn't. It didn't do a goddamn thing. It just woke me up at 3 in the morning with this high speed kind of I don't know, it felt like someone injected caffeine into my veins and woke me up at 3 in the morning. My heart rate was going 130 beats per minute plus, uh, and it was just awful. So we moved on to the dreadful Lunesta, which I have to say it did work for about a month to a month and a half. I lost 28 pounds on it, by the way. I didn't need to lose weight. I weigh 175 right now. I went and took it. It worked well, but the whole entire day you were up and about, you couldn't taste nothing. You could eat shit and not even taste it. Well, you could, but it would taste like metal. Everything tasted like metal. Don't even drink milk the very next morning after you took Lunesta. It tastes like someone just grinded up batteries in a blender and sprinkled it on your pizza, on your milk, on your cereal, on your soup, whatever. The only thing I could taste that was normal was this right here, a cigarette, which I'm fixing to smoke. Um, Once again, I'm private pay. That medicine was $180, $190 for 30 pills. I couldn't do it. I had to give up. So he went in depth, the doctor did, and asked me, well, what's really going on here? I mentioned the whole racy thoughts kind of a thing. I couldn't stop thinking. My brain wouldn't shut down so I could sleep. Wish there was a big old red button right beside your lamp that you can just push that says stop. It's time to sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours. Unfortunately, we don't have those yet. So, he prescribed me Paxil, or Paroxetine, which you can see in my other videos why I stopped taking that drug. That was horrible. I can't go into too much detail. I'd rather not talk about it. Just click on my videos and you'll see why. But he told me to take it prior to bedtime, and it just came. It gave me like this uppity kind of a feeling also. Uh, like I drank an espresso or something. It just, and it worked throughout the whole day. It kept me leveled and calm and cool and all that. I knew it was kicking in on the seventh or eighth day because when I would yawn, it felt like I was going to have an orgasm or something. It was really strange. I work at a nursing home. And you're taking care of old people, and you yawn and you orgasm and you know, yeah, it's no, yuck. Um, so although there was a generic brand, it didn't bother me too much. But after taking it for 3 or 4 weeks or whatever, I stopped it. I just wanted something to knock me out. After I told him what happened with paroxetine or Paxil on my other video, you know why. Uh, he looked at me and he goes, "It's time for Seroquel. You know, you obviously had a bad withdrawal symptom from Paxil by, slamming your car in park and beating the shit out of someone's car in the middle of the intersection, or in this case, the loop." He gave me Seroquel, 100 milligrams. And the first night it worked. Blah, blah, blah. You build up a tolerance after 4 or 5 days. He said it wouldn't lose its punch or kick or whatever. Bullshit. Yes, it did. And yes, I'm private pay. And yes, it cost 15. For 15 pills, it cost me $79 at Walgreens. That's a lot of money. I'm on my last 2 pills right now. I'm just going to slowly taper off them and stop that. And, oh, and I forgot to mention, I also took Roserum. That was just a waste of money. That didn't do nothing. The first night, it barely put me to sleep. After that, it was a week's trial. After that, it was just waking up, sweating in the middle of the night, and it was awful. I've tried all these drugs. I heard Sonata, but I heard that's just a weak version of Ambien. I don't know. So the doctor finally said, "Look, I'm going to go ahead and take you to a psychiatrist," which I go in a couple of days, February 10th. And I have no idea what he's going to give me. I have no idea. I can't say one thing. I have taken Xanax before. There, I said it. Yeah, woo. No, it wasn't prescribed, but I took it. I took 2 milligrams. It knocked me out for 8 hours, and I snored so hard. It was amazing. I took it again the second day and slept like a little 1-year-old baby with my thumb in my mouth pretty much. Then the third night, you start wondering to yourself, I'm going to have to take a little bit more, then a little bit more, then a little bit more. So I stopped that completely. So, yeah, it can be addicting. I just don't know what the psychiatrist is going to prescribe me. I have no idea. No sleep aid, no C-class, Z-class drug. Nothing has worked. Benzos, I don't know. That's kind of iffy. I'm wondering if he's going to give me some kind of a cocktail. Take this for so long. You feel the tolerance. Stop it. Take this or whatever. I keep hearing that they might prescribe me. What was it? Crap. Not dopamine. Depakote. I have no idea what Depakote is. I've seen what it does to a resident at the nursing home, and from what I heard, it's potent. But I thought that was a seizure drug. I don't know. I wonder if you guys know any suggestions, or have y'all been down the same path, trying every drug. I've spent so much money, it's pitiful. I mean, a lot. All I ask for is just 8 hours of sleep, and that's it. And I can't get nothing. I can't get jack shit. So I'm very curious to see what this doctor's going to say. I've never been to a psychiatrist either, so I guess I'm going to have to talk about my mother, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'll update you and see what kind of drug he gives me. I hope it's some good shit, because I am tired of being tired.